Hello everyone, in this video, I'll show you how to run Neutronex on the Raspberry Pi OS, headless. On Raspberry Pis, I recommend using 4 or 5 models for better performance. The Raspberry Pi Imager is an easy flashing tool for the Raspberry Pi OS. Download, install and run it. The Imager is the quick and easy way to install Raspberry Pi OS and other operating systems to a micro SD card, ready to use with your Raspberry Pi. A high-endurance SD card is recommended, I would say at least 100 megabytes per second read-write speeds. Run it and choose your device. In my case, it's a 4B model, so I've selected 4. I've selected the normal image as maybe I'll give more use to the device later. If you prefer the light version, check the row named Other and select it from the list. In any case, I'll set up this Raspberry Pi headless, meaning no video access, so it'll work in both cases. Have the micro SD connected and select it for the flashing process. Before continuing, let's edit the settings. The hostname sets a name for the Raspberry Pi that will be displayed on your network's connected devices, in your Einstein at home dashboard and even on your Neutronex console. So, if you want to distinguish it, don't do like me and set it to a custom name of your choice. The username and the password will be used for secure shell, or SSH, remote connection to your Raspberry Pi, so don't forget them. Preset the Wi-Fi access point only if you won't use a LAN cable with the Pi, everything else is optional.
Fire where I brag the most. Data don't sleep, so my rig never rests. Science on chain, put the skeptics to test. Neutronex, light it up, let it bang. Crunch the stars till the universe sang. Idle to vital, turn heat into checks. Cosmos to crypto, respect Neutronex.
Apply the settings and continue with the flashing process.
Science, concrete cash. This ain't speculation, this is proof and code. Every idle core is a block we load. Solana, the chain, lightning fast in the fight. Rewards hit wallets every single night. While they chase vapor, we crack in the skies. Pulsars whisper secrets, and we monetize. Why waste watts when you can't weaponize? Why mine dust when you can digitize skies? Neutronex soldier.
If the micro SD card is displayed like in my example, reinsert it as we need to add a file to it for SSH connection. Create a file named SSH, no extension added to it, only simple SSH. This example is an easy way to do it fast.
We don't beg moons, we scan for the truth. Paid in real science, that's eternal youth. The grind is real, building the specs, the future is cosmic.
Disconnect the micro SD, insert it to your Raspberry Pi and plug in the Pi. It should boot and automatically connect to the Wi-Fi access point that was prior set up. I chose to browse my router's user interface and search for the Pi at the Connected Devices tab. You could also use a program like Advanced IP Scanner or Angry IP Scanner or similar. Grab the IP address and open a command prompt or a terminal.
Einstein at home, but we cashing the gains. What y'all mind means, I mind the unknown. Turning faint signals into money I own. Lego, Mercari, Sibbo's ghost. Gamma ray fire where I brag the most.
Use the username and the password that you've set up when you flashed the Raspberry Pi OS.
Neutronex, light it up, let it bang. Crunch the stars till the universe sang. Idle to vital, turn heat into
Docker doesn't come installed with the OS, so let's start by updating and upgrading it first. Depending on what image you chose, it might take up to 15 to 20 minutes. Interact with the process when needed. I'll speed up my video for obvious reasons.
Solana, the chain, lightning fast in the fight. Rewards hit wallets every single night. While they chase vapor, we crack in the skies. Pulsars whisper secrets and we monetize. Why waste watts when you can weaponize?
System upgraded, we can now proceed with installing Docker. I'm copying pasting the command lines from the official Docker documentation. I'll leave links to everything mentioned in this video in the description down below, and a guide containing all the command lines in chronological order to make it easier for you, so don't forget to check it out. You can hit that like button on your way there, it'll help with the YouTube algo to make this video more visible for others to find it, and thank you for doing so. The first 2 command lines were not really necessary as we can see in the logs. Finally, we're installing Docker.
Aggressive, commanding. Yo, we taking idle power, turning it to cash. Neutronex on solar.
Time to install and run the Neutronex container. Neutronex is a project built on the Solana blockchain. so a Solana wallet is needed in order to participate in the project. It also provides compute power to the Einstein at Home project. You'll need an account in order to continue.
Pushing the tech, turning neutron waves into cold hard checks. Y'all talking tokens, I'm talking the truth. Mining the cosmos, yeah, we came with the proof. Computing for science, rewards in my hand. Neutronex grind, we expanding the land. Pulsar spin, we stacking these wins. Crunching those signals while cash rolls in. Neutronex bridge from compute to earn. Paid for the work while the universe turns. Neutronex, we blast.
Replace the X letters with your Solana wallet address, and respectively, your Einstein at Home account key.
Solana strong, rewards on deck. While they sleeping, we cash in the check. While they holding bags of nothing but hype, I'm holding proof of science, my gains look ripe. Y'all dream of moons, we searching the stars. Earnings go deep while they barely charge. We ain't just talking, we back it with code. Idle PCs, yeah, they carry the load. Einstein's vision with blockchain tech. Scientific hustle, my crypto's direct. Why mine dust when you can't mine space? Why chase hype when truth in your face? Neutronex vision, future on blast.
Installed and running.
For science and stack that cash. Neutronex, we blasting through. Crunch that data.
Okay, let's install Watchtower, which automatically updates all the running containers on a system, including Neutronex.
We cash in the check. We cracking codes while y'all crack jokes. Turning idle watts into real life notes. Flexing with science, not following trends.
Working. Up next, Tailscale, for secure remote access to the Raspberry Pi, meaning, we'll be able to connect to it from any other outside network. For Tailscale to work, an account is needed and an authentication key to be created. I have an old video about how to set it up on a crank gateway. The information there is still accurate. I'll link it in the description alongside the command line. Give it a name to distinguish it. That's done. Let's test it. In order for Tailscale to work, we need the app installed and running on our browsing device. In my case, I already have it installed on this PC.
Einstein at home, but we cashing the gains. While y'all mind memes, I mind the unknown. Turning faint signals into money I own.
It appears in my list with the name I gave it. Clicking it will copy its remote IP address. Let's open a new terminal tab and connect to the Raspberry Pi remotely to test it. Test complete, we're in. From now on, we will be able to remote from anywhere. The next step, let's modify the configuration file to optimize our worker for Neutronex. I will use this device only for this project, so adjust your settings accordingly to your own needs. Stop the Neutronex container. Open the override file to modify it. Use the arrows to navigate the file.
We crack in the skies, pulsars, whisper secrets, and we monetize. Why waste watch when you can weaponize? Why mine dust when you can
Suspend the computation if the CPU usage is above the percentage that's set.
science to stacks, bring the future here.
The maximum number of cores to be used for computation as a percentage. The time the CPU to be used, in my example, from what I've understood from the documentation, it'll compute 9 seconds out of 10. Make sure that the maximum disk usage is bigger or equal to the maximum disk percentage used. PCT means percentage in the BOINC language.
Our idle power's wasted. Now we weaponize that. Neutronex on Solana, science in the trap. From neutron stars to the bag in my hand. This is cosmic crypto, y'all don't understand. We breaking limits, we breaking the chains. Einstein at home, but we cashing
The amount of the random access memory, or RAM, to be used when the Pi is busy or when it's idling. This setting is to assure there is always queued work to be done, and additional work to start in a day if the Pi completes all the daily tasks, which I doubt, but there's enough space on my micro SD card.
Crunch the stars till the universe sang. Idle to vital turn heat into checks. Cosmos to crypto, respect Neutronex. Y'all flex fake hype, pumping dumb trash. We flex pure.
Start the Neutronex container, the new settings will be applied, we'll see it in the logs.
Every idle core is a block we load. Solana, the chain, lightning fast in the fight. Rewards hit wallets every single night. While they chase vapor, we crack in the skies. Pulsars.
It appeared in my Einstein at home dashboard. It's the one with no credits yet. My lack of imagination in naming it at the beginning of the video when I flashed the Raspberry Pi OS says it all.
Turn science to stacks, bring the future here. Light it up, let it bang. Crunch the stars till the universe sang. Idle to vital, turn heat into checks. Cosmos to crypto, respect Neutronex.
Here it is, but it won't earn Neutronex tokens as it has no license bound to it. A Neutronex license for workers costs $25 in Solana or Neutronex tokens. Scroll all the way down to purchase one. Participating with validators is free. This wraps up this video. I hope you find it useful enough to deserve a like. Thank you for watching. Cheers.